Hey friends, so this is my second interview, and this is my friend Connor, and yeah, just go ahead and introduce yourself, and yeah.
Alright, I'm Connor Watkins, I am 18, and a random fact about me is that I've been hit by a car.
I did not know that. Whoa, how old are you?
I was about 13 whenever I got hit.
That's scary. What happened?
Okay, so I was in Atlanta, Georgia with my dad, and we were going to like walk and get some Mexican food, and we got to this like huge four-way intersection, and like I stepped out on a yellow light because I thought like
so
no cars would be coming, but then this one car like came like flying up super fast trying to like catch the light, and then like right as I stepped out in the lane it hit me, and I like flew forward a bunch, and then I like stood up and walked over to the median where like my dad was, and I was like fine. I was like still filled with adrenaline.
You just like got up all cool.
Yeah, like I brushed it off, and then like I ended up breaking my wrist. So that kind of sucked. But then again, I was like still really lucky. That, like,
yeah,
I didn't
that's
die.
super crazy. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. That was scary. Wow, I didn't know that. Anyways, okay. So before we started recording, I kind of explained to him how all this is gonna work. So, guess we can just get going.
Okay, this question is, what do you want your legacy to be?
It's a pretty deep question.
Yeah, I guess I have a few different things I would want it to be. I mean, ultimately, like, I want like what I did, you know, for God to be my legacy. Like, I want to, you know, have like spread His love and just like that whole message to as many people as possible, and really just making like an impact on the world in that regard. Otherwise, I want to be like a writer, and I love playing music and stuff too, so I'd love to be able to make an impact on the world through those things, whether it's like a book that a bunch of people liked and like changed their lives or had some kind of positive impact on them, or if I was in a band or like making music, something like that. I would hope that, you know, like it helped people, whether, you know, they're struggling a lot in life or they just needed like a pick-me-up on one day. I would hope that my music could kind of do that, and then it would just be another avenue for me to be able to do, I guess, what's most important to me, and just, you know, love on people and make people's lives better and just share the gospel and God's love.
That's awesome. So you said you play music?
Yeah, right? I play drums, and then I also write music as well.
Oh, cool. When did that all start?
I've been playing drums since about 7th grade, so about 6 years, and then I've been writing poetry probably since around the same time.
Cool.
So.
Did you like play drums in band, like at school, or?
Yeah, I played in like concert, jazz, marching band, like
Fun.
everything at school, and then I was in a band outside of school too.
Oh, that's cool.
So,
how did that get started?
A few of my friends had started before I joined, and then I think it was my like junior year or my sophomore year in high school. Their drummer left, and I had like kind of hinted to them. I was like, hey, like it'd be cool if I was in your band, and then they had me over, and we like jammed out and like wrote a song together, and they, you know, we meshed really well, so I just ended up staying in the band after that, and we were together for probably like a year or two, but then I changed schools, and like we had trouble getting together to practice and stuff, so we ended up breaking up.
That's tough. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's cool. Alright, back to self-evaluation, I guess. Okay. What life experiences have taught you most about who you are and what you have to offer? I don't know, that was a really deep one. What life experiences? I think just like going through life with different friends and stuff has really showed me what I have to offer to them, and like just the world in general. Like I mentioned before, like I really love people, so I think the more I've had opportunities to like do that with people I know, the more I can like tell that that's what I'm good at, and like that's what I'm passionate about. So
fun.
I think just different situations with friends and stuff where like they've needed me has allowed me to step up and like show that I can be there whenever they need me. And then I think with writing and music too, just different situations where I've like had the place to like show off my talents and stuff has been a place where like I can be reaffirmed that I'm actually good at them, and like that's one of my contributions to the world. So yeah, I don't have anything like super like big and spectacular that's like a specific moment where it just like dawned on me, but definitely like there's just like small things where I'm like, hey, like this is what I'm supposed to do, and like there's like constant like reaffirmation of like the things I'm good at and the things I contribute.
I honestly don't think that you need anything big or like crazy to happen to you, because I mean some people, they're just kind of born already knowing like, hey, I'm awesome and this is what I want to do, you know. But yeah, that's so cool.
If you had the power to solve one problem in the world, what would it be and So, speaking of what questions, I don't know. I can go with two different things on this. One problem. Ultimately, it would be great to solve like the usual problem of like world hunger. Also, I think like, I don't know, back to like the religion thing. If like I could have some kind of way that made everybody like believe in Jesus, like that would be great. But I think ultimately like there's nothing really like other people can do. Like you can do so much, but it comes down to them actually like wanting it themselves. So
what do you think is one reason that they don't? You know what I mean? Like,
one reason that people don't, I think, I don't know. I mean, one major problem is like there's still a lot of people that like are unreached. Like there's people that have never heard about Jesus, so that's a big issue. Otherwise, I think like it just takes like that one moment of like not just like believing, but like actually like feeling it for yourself and like having that experience that like changes your mind. Like it makes it more of a reality than just like something far out there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, everybody has to have that like life-changing experience.
Yeah. Alrighty. Another question?
I guess I can go into religion since
we're on the topic.
How do you feel your religion is portrayed in Hollywood? This is interesting. So I don't know. There's a few different portrayals. There's kind of the portrayal that was how I portrayed it in the earlier part of my life where it's just something like you believe it but you don't really live by it. Like you say you like believe in God but then you don't really like believe in I guess like you believe he's out there but you don't really believe in like the teaching or like
the actual following of him.
Yeah, like living the lifestyle and like chasing after him like with your life. So there's that perspective where like they're Christians and like they go to church but then like outside church it's like whatever, just live your life, go party, get drunk, like whatever. It doesn't really matter because
it's not Sunday.
Yeah, and you just basically like living in the world Monday through Saturday and then being super holy on Sunday and then starting the thing again. So there's that perspective. And then if you look at a lot of like Christian films and stuff, there's also still kind of a bad portrayal where I don't know, the Christian movies are known to be really terrible, like the acting is bad and things like that. So sometimes that gives Christians a bad name, or
they're horrible actors.
Yeah, people are seen as like really judgmental sometimes, or basically like Hollywood has made the culture, and then culture has made Hollywood as well. So like whether you're in real life or in movies, like people will still kind of act like that, and people see Christians as like very preachy and judgmental, and it's kind of very counterintuitive to what Jesus and like what he says Christians should be like and Christians in the Bible. So yeah, it definitely kind of portrays people like the opposite of how it should be, or the opposite of how like people that are like really chasing after it actually are. So
yeah, that's crazy. It's really weird. Like one of the things that I know that non-believers kind of have this image of Christians being like very aggressive with their religion, always wanting to shove it down your throats and just like trying to convert people left and right. But I think the misconception of that is that we're extremely happy with like our love for the Lord, and we just want to share that, and like we're so excited about it, and we just want to make you or just any other like non-believer, just anyone in general, we want to share that love and that excitement and that joy and that happiness with them. So it's not a bad thing. Like people are always assuming like, oh, you gotta do this, this, and this in order to go to heaven. It's like, no, like we just want to share the love and be happy, and
yeah, for sure. I don't know, there's one quote comes to mind from an atheist. I can't tell like exactly who, like I don't remember who said it, but yeah, it's basically this one quote that says like, if you have like all of those things that you're promising, if like, God is real and he's promising like eternal life, salvation, like love and all these things, like why would you not want to share that with people? So I think that's kind of like the image that people have to take up, and a lot of people do, but sometimes it comes off the wrong way.
Yeah.
Or people don't see it that way. They see it as like people just want to do it like to make you part of their religion and stuff like that, instead of the actual like motives of love and stuff that it's like supposed to be rooted in.
Yeah, and I think that just that whole conception in general is what makes it so much harder for us to share like the love and joy that Jesus has for us. So yeah, alrighty.
Cool. Let's go with self-evaluation.
Awesome.
how do you feel about being a leader? This is very funny because I'm actually having to do the same project that the teacher's doing right now. So yeah, we're both line camp leaders for the summer, so that's interesting. I think as far as that, like being a leader is great because you get to see other people like rise up and become leaders themselves. Like as a leader, I think it's kind of the same as like a football coach. Like the coach knows a lot about football, but ultimately he's like trying to make his players like better than he is. Like he wants them to be smart. He's trying to teach them so that they can go out and like do what he's trained them to do. So I think as leaders we're like cultivating more leaders, and we're trying to like instill the qualities that we have to like make us like so charismatic and just like just super passionate about what we do. Like we want to put that in other people so that they know who they are, and they can, you know, like be fully confident in themselves and know that they're like capable of leading other people. So yeah, being a leader is great. It gives you the opportunity to like see change in other people's lives, and you really get to like see that growing process of like you can see somebody come in and like have no idea what they're doing, and then like the more you like teach them and like pour out your leadership into them, like they rise up and they end up being like the same people. Like I think that's kind of what I saw. Like whenever I was doing line camp, I didn't have such a hard time like transitioning to college, but like I love seeing my leader, and I was like, hey, like from the very beginning I was like, I want to do that. Like I want to make that impact on people's lives. So yeah, that kind of ties in like the overall theme I've been talking about is like I love people and I love like changing lives and just like making the world a better place. So like leadership is definitely an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and it's really awesome, like just from the leader's perspective of seeing like the people, the person that you're leading, just kind of watching them grow into the leader that, you know, you're teaching them to be. You know, it's really, really as equally satisfying, you know, coming from both ends.
Yeah.
So I think we have time for one more question.
Definitely. Okay, let's go back to childhood.
Fun.
I gotta tell some fun stories. Okay. What's the most difficult thing that's ever happened to you, and how did you overcome it? Trying to think. I guess I'll tell two stories. First thing, it wasn't like as visibly like hard to overcome, but I think I can definitely see like how I've changed because of it. Getting kind of deep here, but my parents got divorced when I was 6, and I was like pretty young at the time, so like it didn't affect me as much right away. But I think constantly growing up with like just my mom has like had an impact on me and like changed the way I like see the world, and like I'm definitely more sympathetic to other people that have grown up in single parent homes, and yeah, it definitely changes like not having like both parents to like supply you with what you need. Like kind of changes the way that you like live your life, I guess. Like if you just have a mom, then like you're trying to like find the things that your dad is supposed to provide like from your mom and then like from other people, and sometimes it leads to like different things and like problems with relationships and stuff. So yeah, a lot of people struggle with that, and like I said, though, like it wasn't like a constant like hard thing. I guess I can see like that I had to kind of like overcome a bunch of different obstacles and like getting all of those needs met in the end. And then another story on a lighter note is my junior year of high school, I went to a boarding school, and it was like the hardest like ever. Like everybody there would say like it was harder than college, and like I definitely believe them sometimes. Just like super late nights of like staying up and doing homework, and like if you think of like college as hard, like you only have like 15 hours or like 18 hours max like a week, but there it was like that level of workload, but like 8 hours like every day of school, and then like you'd come home and like do clubs, and then you had to like study for like the rest of the night. So like it was hard. Like I didn't go to bed any earlier than like midnight every single day. So that was hard, but it was like it really helped me prepare for college and like made me like do a lot of growing up and stuff.
Yeah. Thank you for helping me out. And
anytime, always down.
So yeah, I guess like what I said in my other videos, if any of y'all were kind of just either touched, changed, maybe you had a different idea on something or a different perspective, just comment below, let me know. Or if you would like any information on any of the things that we talked about, yeah, just let me know. And yeah, just stay positive and stay awesome, and that's it.
You have to leave your comments below. Make sure to subscribe.